So hey guys, it is Dan, aka Prof Chipboard here, and this is my week 2 UBC match against Tone of the Main Red Clawitzers. Super solid battler, plays in sort of the MPL minors and quite a few other leagues, and sort of is just a generally very good player. He's got a custom avatar, so clearly you know he's got the elite because of that. No, basically he's pretty good. He's 1-0 going into this match. Won a close match against Ontario. And basically he's got a super threatening team, which he could have brought anything from Megalopony, Clefable, Latias, Gengar, Diggersby, Metagross, Drapion, Chestnut, Seismitoad, Rotom Frost, and Sandslash. Now, looking at this, he's got sort of obviously the super threatening double bunny offense in terms of he's got the Diggersby and the Megalopony as real physical hard hitters. He's also got Metagross as well. He's got obviously the Gengar, which I'm super threatened by, particularly because it hits them. It can be a real difficulty for my team. I don't really have anything that like switching into it, particularly if he's got T-Bolt. And yeah, he's got plenty of hazard stacks, so I had to bring removal. I've got the Delmies, and that actually is one of my better answers to Diggersby. And a couple other things, and yeah, that matches up reasonably well here. I also brought Spike Stack because it means I can spin block because I've got the Delmies, and also if he brings his Latias with Defog, it means he's going to remove any of his own hazards as well. And I feel, which is nice for me. So basically, overall the team, I look at that and I think Lucario is an absolute sort of huge win con here. If I can get up like a nasty plot, then sort of he doesn't have anything which switches in on this at all. So I've got Life Orb, Vacuum Wave, Nasty Plot, and Flash Cannon, and Dark Pulse. Sorry, Lucario. I've got Scolipede with Swords Dance, Poison Jab, Mega Horn and Earthquake, and then Poison Barb, which again runs through his team, particularly now that Gengar is grounded. I also have the Fizdef Necrozma with Calm Mind, Psyshock and Dark Pulse. Only thing on the team which resists both of those together is the Drapion, and I'm not hugely expecting it to come, but I do have things like the Lucario which can take a hit, and the Skarn which can take a hit, and things like that which can all sort of get some damage off on it and allow me to take it. I've got Berry there because it can potentially lure the Gengar, as that's going to be a decent way of hitting me, particularly as he basically knows I'm going to be Fizz Death because he's got a Mega Lopunny. Then I brought, again, as I said, the Delmise. It's actually max HP, max Fizz Death with Assault Vest. Doesn't need any attack investment to OHKO a few things, and it's kind of more there as a physical stop to the Diggersby. It basically just takes hits really well from either side with max defense, Assault Vest. I've also got a Scarf Zoroark because it outspeeds the Gengar and can revenge it. Additionally, gives me a Memento user, so I can just use that to potentially set up on either my Lucario, my Scolipede, or my Necrozma, and U-turn as well, just to get momentum. And I finally have my Skarmory, which is sort of nice as like a secondary check to his physical threats, and is mainly there for Spike Stack and to take a hit and then die. So we look at his team. I didn't bring rocks on it as well. He's only got the Rotom Frost, which is weak to rocks, so I felt that spikes were a bit nicer, even though the Rotom Frost is immune, because I didn't really expect it to come, but it came anyway. So if we look at his team, he's got Clef, he's got Rotom Frost, Metagross, Sandslash, which is almost certainly Rocky Helmet Fizz Death with Rapid Spin. He's got the Latias, which is probably bulky, and he's probably got Diggersby. What he might have, I'm slightly worried about by potential that he has Scarf Volt Term with a Scarf Diggersby and a Scarf Rotom, but we'll see. And we hop into this. I decide I want to lead off with my Zoroark disguised as Lucario. because if he leads with Velatias, I can get off like a free Dark Pulse. Same with a couple other things. And let's resume this. He leads off with Frostbite. I lead off with my Zorok, so just U-turn out. It's not worth sort of doing anything. If I click Dark Pulse, I might have got to it KO, but also I didn't think I was going to be doing too much damage to that. Go out into my Dalmise, just attack what's in front of me. Nothing really wants to take a Power Whip. That damage reveals that his Latias is not a particularly offensive one, so I can sponge any hit easily, and Shadow Claw is a 2-hit KO. Reveals that he's got max HP and some defense as well from that damage roll. He goes out again into this Sound Slash. I know I can take a knockoff from this range, so I just want it to die, so I can get rid of his hazard removal, and I can potentially spike stack him. Because if he's brought hazards, if he's brought the Sound Slash, he's probably not got defog on Latias. Here, basically, I don't have a good switch in to Diggersby. I don't want to lose my lefties on Skarm, potentially. Basically, I want to scout slightly what he is, because if he's Jolly Scarf with Fire Punch and not knock off, because I can see that coming because I have a Skarmory, then I can live a hit. If he's Jolly, then if he was knock off, which would have killed me regardless if he's Jolly or not. Basically, I wanted to try and get some info on it, and also I kind of felt that it wasn't an absolute win con at this point. I was at half health, I've got no recovery on it. I can't really switch in to the Clef, particularly as he likes Life Orb free attack, so I kind of expected that to just be able to come in and OK me. Rotom Frost revenges me pretty easily. He does have Tip Blizzard though, and again, yeah, it's not doing a tremendous amount anymore, so I decided to let it go down and go out into my Skarm, so I can put this thing in range of I click Iron Head first because I want to put this thing in range of my Lucario. He then sort of Source Dances again. I decided to go up a Spike because probably a misplay. I could have Whirlwind him out, but well. So he is now definitely 100% in range of my Anubis, so I just click Vacuum Wave. I'm not messing around with this thing. And he goes out into his Frostbite, reveals that he is max HP here. And here I make a misplay. Basically, I'm not sure what to do at this point, and I make a little bit of a misplay. I kind of was unsure, overthought my play, and ended up thinking, ended up sort of panic a little bit, predicting him to Volt Switch basically. And I just click Flash Scan and think, oh no, I sort of like, basically I was thinking God knows what, and then got a little bit confused and thought, oh, Flash Cannon kill from this range. And I completely forgot that electric resists ice. Sorry, electric resists steel. And so Flash Cannon does not kill from this range. And he basically T-bolts, and I take a whole ton of damage. And he gets a power. Doesn't actually matter as he gets full power. I just Vacuum Wave again because there's no point me sort of saving this thing. I've only got one Life Orb hit left in me. Get the kill and go down. So I'm in a bit of a tricky situation here, and I basically decide to go out into Akbar. Reason being is Dark Pulse will kill. Will 2-hit KO Metagross, kill the Latias and stop it from recovering up. It will kill the Diggersby, and if he goes out into Clef, I can click Memento, and then set up with my Scolipede and win. I'm pretty sure. The reason I went up for Spike actually earlier on is I wanted to see if he's unaware or Magic Guard. Basically here, assuming he's Adamant. Life Orb, it is a roll from Quick Attack to kill me from this range. He needs a high roll to kill me, and because of this, and because of the fact that I don't want to A, let him set up, or B, I cannot afford to take damage on anything. I don't have a good switch in case he. So I just saying I click Dark Pulse. I do risk for roll, and quite fortunately for me, He gets like sort of the middest of mid rolls, and then Dark Pulse cleans him up. Goes out to Metagross. This tells me immediately that he's got Bullet Punch, but I haven't got any hazard removal. There's no point in me trying to save this thing. And I go out into Space Invader, because if he has Zen Head, he's not in range for an EQ yet. If he has Zen Headbutt, it will kill. If he has Zen Headbutt, he can just kill my Scolipede. Go out into Space Invader, click Calm Mind, and we'll see. I've still got a really good chance of winning this. Click Calm Mind as that comes in. He reveals that he's Magic Guard, which is absolutely phenomenal for me because he's not unaware, so I can just Calm Mind up in his face. Psyshock kills the Latias. He was switching in hard there to try and get the Toxic. I was just scouting for damage at that point because I was still wanted to know if I could win with Scolipede as well. Dark Pulse here, and then the Psyshock damage reveal that he's actually not. I think he's fairly offensive. And basically here, same with the Moonblast damage, and I think he basically reveals that he's not some Calm Mindset, so I can recover up, and basically he's basically Necrozma cleans up. Again, that Ice Punch damage reveals that he's not not hugely offensive. He's not like Banded or anything. Understand why he went for the Ice Punch at the end, because if he wanted to win, he had to freeze me. This is his best play. So yeah, that's week 2. Again, a couple of really questionable plays from me in that match. Again, another match where I felt like I had a really good offensive matchup, and Necrozma again kind of proved that. And I did again get slightly lucky with that Digsby roll. I shouldn't have stayed in with my Lucario, basically. I should have gone into Zoroark earlier. But it is what it is, and I'm sort of pretty happy that I've come out with a win. It's important to sort of keep up momentum. I'm one of only 3 2-0 teams at the moment, so hopefully we can keep this up for week 3. We have a match against CJ, very scary team with sort of Nido Queen and Nido King and a few other things which are difficult to switch into. So thanks very much for joining me, and I hope I'll see you again next week for my week 3. Apologies. Oh god. Yeah, that was not particularly well done. Yep, I will see you again for week 3. Thanks very much, and goodbye.